Hi there. Okay, I feel that your ex wants your help. Okay, they're torn between pride, I'm hearing, and desperation. They're desperate. Okay, something, I'm going to have a look at this, but something that they thought was going to work out isn't working out. I'm hearing fake friends or fake family or fake somebody. Okay. But they definitely need your help with something. Okay. And they miss you. This is what I think they'd like to say to you. You know, I said pride and desperation. It's almost like the very soul, which is you, that they mistreated, they now need back. Okay. I just heard they're like a ship that's caught in a force 9 gale. And it's just bobbing around and we've got no anchor. Okay. I am also hearing to tell you that if they're not already, they're just going to be wandering. I'm hearing the words wandering. So today I'm just going to see if we can nail down a little bit more so you'll know if it's your read. What they need your help with and what's actually going on in their environment whenever you watch this video. Okay, so I'll just give these another shuffle just while I'm shuffling though. I hope you're okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support and all your comments. Please leave comments because I do read every single one of them and I send you all my love and massive hugs. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. The links are below in the description box to the website. All the readings are on there. Go check them out. And also check out the free relationship report as well. The main thing today is, let's see, need your help, pride and desperation. It's the desperation I'm interested in. Because you haven't heard from this person for a wee while. And as far as you're concerned, you thought it was done and dusted. I think they were only ever stable when you were with them. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I feel they were only ever stable when you were with them. You were the shining light. Okay, well these two have come out. Okay, right. Girl fight, arguments and photo proof, getting evidence. I feel fake, you know I said fake friends, fake people. I feel that the person that they're connected into, whoever this is, I do feel it's female with girl fight, is they're arguing a lot because there's something that your ex is doing that is making this other person who they're fighting with feel insecure. It's almost as if the other person has picked up on the fact that your ex doesn't want to be there. This is so common. And I feel like they're going through your ex's phone or trying to check their computer or trying to get into their emails to see if they've contacted you. Now, I don't feel they have contacted you. Okay, so this will narrow it down. I don't feel you're talking in any shape or form. But this other person who your ex is associating with has got it into their head that you are, and I feel it's because your ex is still into you. So what your ex has done is, although they're still in this connection, they're pulling their energy back. So maybe they just can't be bothered to talk to them, or you know, if they're in a relationship, there's no physical stuff going on, but there's something that is triggering the other person. Now obviously I'm going to go deeper into the environment because they need your help. I really haven't quite, I don't know, it could go either way with that. Anything else please with this deck before I get my tarot deck out? Anything else with this one? Bad habits, someone's got addictions, toxicity. Okay, so I'll be careful what I show on YouTube. Bad habits. Okay. So they're fighting over bad habits. There could be physical fights. They're competing. There's a lot of point scoring going on in your ex's environment. You know, it's just toxic, okay? But there is something to do with addiction as well. Bad habits. Oh gosh. I've seen this card so much, spiritual hater, in the last, my memory's not as good as it used to be, but in the last couple of weeks, okay? Again, it's here, and it's quite a big deck. They hate your light. You've heard me say this before if you watch me regularly. They hate your light, not your ex, but this other person, whoever it is. They hate your light, they hate your spirituality, they hate the fact you're a good person. And I'm hearing you didn't cause any problems, you just left them to it. Even though you were hurting so much. You cried your tears behind closed doors. You could have reacted, you could have done a lot more, because I think you also had proof of stuff that, or some evidence or something that you could have used, but you didn't. You thought, you know what? And this other person hates you for it. Okay? Well, what a mess. What a mess. Your light irritates their demons. Again, that card. Right, let me have a look at this environment, and then I'm going to see if I can just get an answer. Why are they so desperate? There's something desperate in their energy. Okay, what's going on in the environment, please? Okay, trouble. They've gone out of the frying pan into the fire. They're feeling very stuck. They're looking back at the fights and the arguments they had with you, and they regret being so horrible and possibly even abusive, I'm hearing. They're very stuck. They can't move forward. I'm specifically hearing that if they need to travel, they're restricted. There's some travel restriction, some movements restricted. Yeah, stars in the reverse. They're feeling very hopeless, very lost. They've got no energy left. They're bored. Their creativity's through the floor. They could even be a little bit depressed. Okay, with the star in the reverse. They know things have got to change, but they're not doing anything about it. It's almost like, okay, I feel that you solved a lot of their problems in the past. I feel that you were the one that they could go to when the shit hit the fan. And they haven't got that now. They've got this other person who's obsessed with them still wanting you, even though you and your ex aren't talking. They're restricted. They thought when your relationship ended that they could just move away and forget about it all, and, you know, distractions and all of this, but it's not. It's buried in their brain. Okay, it's buried in their brain. And they want to walk away. So we've got the Eight of Cups, it's in the reverse, but then you see we've got the Six of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So they're really stuck. You know, Six of Swords in reverse, generally you ain't going nowhere. Okay, you're just stuck in a very toxic, fighting, arguing, mental overload stuff, and there's a lack of progress. And like I said, the star, they're hopeless, they're despairing, they're tired, but what they really want is to be in the Eight of Cups. They want to move away. This relationship, whatever they're doing, is not for them. Okay, and I honestly, hand on heart, do not think they would ever go back to it. And I feel, I'm hearing, that when they do get out of it, they will never forget the fact that they couldn't get out of it. Okay, that they will never ever make that mistake again. And I do feel, and I'm hearing, this is their karma, this is your ex's karma, to be stuck in that, almost to give them a taste of their own medicine, not in a bad way, not in a horrible way, just in a way that their soul, it's a lesson they probably wanted in this lifetime, that their soul realises that they can't treat people like they treated you. Okay, so they want to walk away. What's at the bottom of the deck, please, Spirit? They want to come back to you. Oh, my life. I don't know if you're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they miss your confidence, they miss your foresight, and you had your bad days, but you're a cheerful person. You always pick yourself up and dust yourself down, and you're always ready to help somebody, okay? You're generous, you're confident, you're funny. The person they're with now, underneath is the Empress in reverse. They are with somebody who is a very insecure person, probably smothers them, okay, but not stable, very overbearing, causes a lot of arguments, a lot of disharmony, and nothing's happening. They are stuck. That's why they want your help. That's why they feel broken. But I am hearing pride and desperation. And it's because you haven't spoken for so long. And they didn't apologise particularly. They didn't show any sort of remorse. Classic victim, let's blame everybody else. And I feel that they're not even sure if you talk to them. What's underneath that? Yeah, Page of Wands, but in the reverse. They haven't got any energy. All they can see is obstacles, okay? That's why you've not heard from them. They regret being very insensitive with you. They regret being insensitive. Let me see what they would say to you, and then I'll check the outcome. I feel this could go either way at the moment, okay? I honestly feel that something will happen within this person's environment. It'll all come crashing down, and then they will move on. Okay, but at the moment, I just don't think they've got the energy to. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. Yeah, they were. Pride and desperation. Okay, they're still in their ego. They're still in their ego a bit, I feel. I wish you were here with me. They need you. They want you. They need your help. It's not your job, though. I just heard that. It's not your job. Let them sort it out this time. Let them sort their mess out this time. I ran because I wasn't ready for you. I'm holding on to the memories of us. Now, this one's the one I'm interested in, because, you know, right back at the beginning, I felt that they pulled their energy back. They're so engrossed now in the memories of you that nothing that this other person does is going to be right. You know, nothing they do. They don't want to be there, and they're very resentful because they can't get out. They're trapped like an animal at the zoo. They can't get out, so they're really resentful. So they haven't even got the energy now or the inclination to be even particularly nice to this other person, because they're wallowing in the memories of you. Like I said, you are a whole different kettle of fish. I'm afraid that I've lost you forever. Yeah, because you haven't been talking. Okay? Let's see. I'm just going to get this tarot deck out now and keep it simple and see what's going to happen. We've got Christmas coming up. New Year. Let's see if it's going to happen anything. If anything, sometimes people will get to Christmas or the New Year and they just, even though they don't know how they're going to do it or what they're going to do, it will trigger them to break free of where they're stuck. So I'm going to give you a time scale here. We're going to say, is anything going to happen over the Christmas and New Year period? Is anything happening, please? Or are they just going to stay stuck for now? Okay, that's stuck, that card. Are you dealing with an air sign? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, who can cut off their emotions like a light switch. Okay, they've been listening to other people's beliefs for too long. They're bright, they're intelligent, but they've been following like a sheep. Right, I'm going to get one clarifier because this is their energy. Okay, it's a king, so it is their energy. Could be air sign. Are they going to do anything, or are they just going to stay in their head? Are they going to get out of the heart, out of the head and into the heart space? Are they communicating? I don't think they're going to. I can't sit here and fib to you and say, yes, they're going to come back in. No. I feel that they're just going to keep their head down for now and work on what they can. Try and turn a blind eye to what's going on. They're not going to do it because they're worried that they won't have anywhere to go, or they won't have the same level of comfort, okay? And I've got to say, because there's a lot of pentacles here, that they're also a little bit worried that on a, pentacles are money, okay? It's money. Not always, but in this instance, that they would lose something, okay? So for now, this is what they're feeling. They want you, they need your help, they're desperate. But I see this so many times. What will happen here is I promise you, they will get to a point when they won't care if they get out of the situation they're in with the clothes they're wearing. But at the moment, they are focused on maybe their job, their income, and also they're trying to save face. They're trying to save face because they're frightened. They like to keep up appearances, okay? They're frightened that people might look at them and say, well, you messed that up, all right? So at the moment, I feel that's what they're going to do. But let me just see the unknown. But it's going to end. That relationship is going to end. They're in 3 of Swords, okay? And underneath it is the Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Swords was at the bottom, Wheel of Fortune. So they're going to leave eventually. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So they will come back in. They will come back in. They'll get their mojo together. And I just feel that they just will reach breaking point where they can't even bear to be in the same room as that other person, okay? They really will get to that nothing will matter. Nothing will matter at all. And there's going to be a balancing out, okay? There's going to be a balancing out. So I leave that with you. You take care though, all right? You look after you. And just remember, you are enough. You're worthy. You're wonderful. You're unique, okay? Just be you, because even if you never want to see this person again, they'll never forget you, ever, okay? And if that's the only karma they need, or the only thing you want to know, that song, I think it was Fleetwood Mac. Was it Silver Springs? It might be. I can hear it. They'll never, ever, ever forget you, the person that really loved them, okay? So just enjoy yourself and just make sure you spoil yourself, I'm hearing. Don't take on everybody else's problems. You're worthy and you're wonderful just for being you, all right? And you will hear from them eventually. I mean, the Knight of Wands, I would probably say in the spring. Wands tend to represent springtime. And possibly the whole Christmas and New Year thing is, with the 4 of Wands, they could be entertaining family. There could be things planned at Christmas and New Year that they're trying to save face. I just heard that. I will shut up in a minute. They're trying to save face from, that they don't want everybody to know, because there might be social things planned. And they don't want their family to know, okay? So, take care. Anyway, I love you very much. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.